Cowboys Nation, listen closely, because what we're talking about today is not just another roster update, not just a transaction, not just a name moving from IR to the practice field. What we're talking about is a seismic shift in the Dallas Cowboys season, a potential turning point that could redefine this team's identity and shake up the entire NFC playoff race. Because Trevon Diggs, yes, the two-time Pro Bowler, the ball hawk, the tone setter, the corner quarterback's fear when they drop back, has officially been designated for return. For a team fighting its way back into relevance after a brutal start, for a defense that has already remade itself over the past 3 weeks, for a locker room rediscovering belief, this might be the moment everything changes. And it didn't come quietly. The Cowboys entered Week 14 already riding the high of a 3-game winning streak, fueled by a complete defensive resurgence sparked by the additions of Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson, the return of DeMarvion Overshown, and the emergence of rookie Trevon Revel Jr. And now, on top of all that momentum, Dallas is on the verge of adding back one of the most dangerous cornerbacks in football. This is not just good news, this is season-altering news. Let's walk through how we got here. Trevon Diggs suffered a concussion at home, a freak and deeply frustrating situation that had nothing to do with football. Then came knee issues, not related to the major injury from previous seasons, but serious enough to land him on injured reserve. For weeks, the Cowboys had to adapt without him, and early on, the results weren't good. Under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, Diggs, a pure man coverage specialist, struggled inside a zone-heavy structure that didn't fit his strengths. His early season numbers were the worst of his career. Completion percentage allowed, passer rating allowed, big plays surrendered, nothing looked right. But this is what elite players do. They reset, they adapt, they respond. And now, with Eberflus adjusting his scheme to better fit personnel, with the front seven playing faster than at any point in the season, and with Diggs mentally refreshed and physically closer to full strength, the Dallas Cowboys are on the brink of regaining a defensive weapon who could take this unit from improving to outright terrifying. Because, let's be honest, this defense has already transformed into something real, something dangerous, something Dallas fans have been desperate to see. Quinnen Williams brings violent disruption in the middle. Logan Wilson has stabilized the linebacker core with instincts, physicality, and leadership this team has lacked since training camp. Overshown looks every bit like the explosive sideline-to-sideline difference maker the Cowboys hoped he would be. And Trevon Revel Jr., the rookie with elite measurables and confidence to match, has stepped into meaningful snaps with a level of poise rare for a first-year player. Now, imagine adding Trevon Diggs back into that mix, a ball hawk opposite Deron Bland, who already leads the team in splash plays, a proven number one corner who can eliminate top receivers and allow Eberflus to tighten his coverage concepts, a veteran presence who forces quarterbacks to hesitate, to hold the ball longer, to make mistakes that Quinnen Williams and the pass rush can punish. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a multiplier. And let's not ignore the business side of this. Diggs is under contract through 2028, but with no guaranteed money beyond the short term, he entered the final stretch of this year with something to prove. If the Cowboys want to keep him long term, and if Diggs wants to remain in Dallas, these next few games may determine everything. His performance down the stretch could decide whether he remains a foundational part of this defense or becomes a potential offseason cap casualty. And that is why this return is so important. Trevon Diggs has something to prove. The Cowboys have something to prove. The defense has something to prove. And the timing could not be better. Because Cowboys Nation knows the truth. Dallas is in the playoff race now, not watching it from a distance, not hoping for miracles, not clinging to thin mathematical paths. The Cowboys are in the fight. Their defense is playing its best football of the season. Their offense is stabilizing behind Dak Prescott's veteran composure, George Pickens' monster breakout year, and CeeDee Lamb's resurgence after battling through early adversity. The team is confident, the locker room is unified, and the schedule ahead, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Carolina, Washington, is filled with games Dallas can win. Now, add Trevon Diggs to that picture. You want to talk about momentum? You want to talk about belief? You want to talk about a team nobody wants to see in late December? This is it. Every playoff contender in the NFC should be watching this situation with unease because the Cowboys' defense was already tightening up, already flying around, already forcing turnovers, already looking faster, stronger, and more disciplined than at any point earlier in the season. And now they're about to get a former All-Pro back, a proven difference maker, a player whose presence alone changes the geometry of the field. Matt Eberflus now has options he didn't have in Week 4, Week 5, Week 6. He can call tighter coverages. He can disguise more. He can send pressure. He can trust his corners to win their matchups. He can build his game plans around the strength of his personnel instead of forcing square pegs into round holes. And Diggs has the opportunity to remind the NFL exactly who he is: a closer, a playmaker, a shutdown talent built for big games. Cowboys Nation, this is the moment where everything begins to align. This is the moment where the season story turns. This is the moment where doubt becomes belief, belief becomes momentum, and momentum becomes fear for everyone else. Trevon Diggs is on his way back, and the Dallas Cowboys are rising. What do you think, fans? Do you believe Diggs' return can elevate this defense into one of the best in the NFC? Do you think Dallas is about to make a serious playoff push? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe to Dallas Game Day, because this run isn't just fun, it's real, and the Cowboys are far from finished.